My name's Kevin Steed. Subscribe to Heel Steven on YouTube.com, or I'll come to your house and ruin your life.
Alright, so in this video, I'm going to give you guys my WrestleMania 30 prediction. I normally don't make these prediction videos, being that I feel like with these prediction videos, there really isn't originality, as in, everyone does them, and I feel like when you watch someone's prediction video, everyone pretty much says the same thing, so I feel like you're pretty much watching the same thing over and over and over and over, hence why I don't make prediction videos. And people have asked me in the past, yo, Heel Steven, how come you don't do prediction videos? Well, there's your answer pretty much, and I decided, because it's WrestleMania 30, and being that we are literally in WrestleMania week, I decided to make an exception. Alright, and I know eventually this will be repeated again on Wednesday on the podcast live. Yes, Team Heel goes 2 years. It'll be the 2-year anniversary. Live on Google Hangouts, 8 p.m. We'll be taking live calls like we always do. I feel like the live call that we take has really, given us an advantage. And it's really a good, useful thing to do as well. I'm on Wikipedia right now. And I'm going to start from the bottom to the top. The top being obviously the main event. And the bottom, from what it looks like, in my opinion, are to be the first matches. Like what it will open up with. So the first match I see here, well, the bottom match, is the Usos versus the Real Americans versus Ryback versus Los Matadores for the tag titles, a fatal 4-way tag team match. I'm going to be honest, I don't understand why Los Matadores are even in this match. Alright, Ryback and Curtis Axel. Alright, last year's WrestleMania, Ryback was working a match with Mark Henry, and he lost. The following Monday on Raw, he turned heel on John Cena, and he worked these 2 matches for the title. Alright, and now Ryback has literally been, in the doghouse, and now it's like, it's such a downgrade almost, and even with Curtis Axel, you guys remember when he was announced to be the Paul Heyman guy, everyone made the assumption, because Curtis Axel, Michael McGillicuddy, whatever you want to call him, is with Paul Heyman is going to make him a world champion. And look where he's at right now. Again, another guy that has been really shoved, the wrong way by WWE, if you ask me. So I don't see them winning either. Alright, you look at the Real Americans, Cesaro and Jack Swagger. People were assuming at WrestleMania 30 they were going to go at it in a 3-way match versus Big E Langston for the Intercontinental title. And that's not even happening, alright? And we were assuming that the Real Americans were going to break up at WrestleMania 30, which they might. But again, it's one of those things where, I hope they win. I really do. Because I would love to see them win, especially more for Cesaro. But a part of me said the Usos are going to go get the W in this one. I feel like they should too, because again, they have such a momentum right now that it would be stupid by WWE to have them drop the titles. Alright? And then you have the Shield versus Kane and the Outlaws. Here's how I view this. Alright? You have the Shield, who was supposed to have a 3-way match between themselves, and hence see the end of the Shield, the breakup, if you will. And the reason why we're not seeing this right now is because the New Age Outlaws requested to work a program with the Shield, and hence why we're seeing this now. Alright? With Kane being there in the mix, honestly, wrestling Kane at WrestleMania doesn't really benefit you. Like, I feel like, alright, you wrestle Kane, but you don't gain anything, or you lose nothing, pretty much, wrestling Kane at WrestleMania. You look at Kane's WrestleMania run. The only time he ever shined at a WrestleMania was when he faced The Undertaker, WrestleMania 14, WrestleMania 20, but more WrestleMania 14 than 20, if you ask me. Alright? But in this situation, I see the Shield going over. Alright, and we have the Vicky Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational. Pretty much 14 divas in the ring, going at it for the title. In other words, this match is pretty much set up to bury AJ Lee because of CM Punk, which I don't agree with, but this is WWE's logic, alright? We're going to see someone from Total Divas be the new Divas Champion. Watch, you're going to see Eva Marie be the new Divas Champion. Yes, the girl that had a tampon sticking out at Main Event or Superstar, one of the 2 shows, is going to be your Divas Champion. I'm just kidding. But again, you get the idea. Alright? In my opinion, if you're going to give the title to someone from Total Divas, let it be Natalya. I feel like she's the one that deserves it more than anyone else. Alright? And then you have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It's a match I'm looking forward to, being that it's 30 years of Mania, a Battle Royal to honor Andre the Giant, the king of the Battle Royal. To my understanding, they're going to continue to do this at every WrestleMania from here on out. It's a good concept, alright? Who do I see winning this? A part of me says Big Show, because obviously the Big Show is supposed to be, you know, like the Andre the Giant of today, right? But then again, you have Biggie Langston. I feel like those two right now are the two favorites to win, right now, in my opinion, between Big Show and Biggie Langston. Then you have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Let's be honest here, okay? If you were to go back in 2010, 2011, when we saw Husky Harris on NXT, he was the Army tank with the Ferrari engine, alright? If you were to tell me that that same person, years later, would have a match with John Cena at WrestleMania 30, and it is supposed to be one of the biggest matches on the card, I probably would not believe you. I probably would have laughed at you. And I'm amazed how Bray Wyatt has really made this work. I'm gonna be honest, when I heard about this match being rumored, like, during the winter time, like December, January, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, as in, Bray Wyatt was just coming into the main roster. And I felt like they were rushing him into a match with Cena, especially at WrestleMania 30. Biggest WrestleMania up to date. In New Orleans, Superdome, 70,000 plus people there, right? And Bray Wyatt is making himself look good with these promos. A part of me wants to see Bray Wyatt win, based off the build. But then again, you know for a fact, WWE is going to go out of their way to have John Cena prevail, like Super Cena, which I don't mind either. But if Cena wins, have Bray Wyatt come out good in this match, alright? I guarantee you a lot of people in New Orleans are going to mark out for Bray Wyatt's entrance, because it's going to be live. Supposedly, the band that performs the theme song is going to be performing live at WrestleMania 30. That should be cool to see, I guess. The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, one-on-one. Every WrestleMania you hear, who is going to be the one to break the streak? And you think of Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, you go back 2010. UFC 121, it was Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez. And Undertaker was there at the arena that day. Ariel Helwani, after the fight, interviewed The Undertaker. You saw Brock pass by Taker, and they stared off of one another. And Taker told Brock, hey, you want to go? We'll go right now. And ever since that interview, people always assume that that year's Mania, they're going to go at it, and then year after, and now we're seeing it. WrestleMania 30, Taker versus Brock. Like, it gone full circle almost, alright? The question is, because of Taker's age, can he take the abuse beating of Brock Lesnar? I want to see it, but I don't know. But a part of me says that Taker is going to prevail. People who say that, oh, Taker should retire and lose a WrestleMania match is completely stupid. I feel like if you're going to retire Undertaker, let him retire undefeated at WrestleMania. That's my thoughts, of course. You have Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. The winner goes into the main event in the triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight title. This feud has been building ever since SummerSlam, when Triple H cost Daniel Bryan the title. I'm gonna be honest, I felt like this should have been the main event. It should have been Triple H versus Daniel Bryan, with Triple H being the champion, have Daniel Bryan beat Triple H for the title. That's why I feel like it should have been. At the end of the day, this is WWE's booking for you, alright? I feel like a lot of people are so invested in Daniel Bryan because of the storyline with the Authority. Since SummerSlam has had everyone, the whole wrestling community, literally WWE as a whole, had the wrestling community in the palm of their hands. All of us have been invested emotionally in Daniel Bryan. WrestleMania 30, the whole show is being built around Daniel Bryan, alright? And now we'll go on to the main event. Randy Orton versus Batista, obviously versus Daniel Bryan, alright? Daniel Bryan gonna beat Triple H. It's gonna be stupid for Triple H to win. What does he get? Seriously. To be honest, making this triple threat because of the fans. Complaining, crying, moaning, week after week, because they want to see Daniel Bryan be the champion. People, I feel like, are more invested in this triple threat match, not because of the match itself, but more for the moment, as in they want to see the moment Daniel Bryan, you know, holding both titles. People in the Superdome are going to want to start chanting, yes, yes, the minute Bryan has the titles. This is Bryan's opportunity to finally solidify himself as a star. Like, If you go back 2010, the first season of NXT, Daniel Bryan did his interview, video package and all, and he said in that interview that his goal is to main event WrestleMania. And if you're to tell people back in the day when that interview happened that, yeah, he'll be main eventing WrestleMania 4 years later, people wouldn't believe it. And now, fast forward 4 years later, here we are, WrestleMania 30, and Daniel Bryan, the same guy who said in NXT Season 1 that he was going to main event WrestleMania, is going to main event WrestleMania. It's amazing, alright? And this is WWE's opportunity to literally solidify him as a star. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, WrestleMania 30, I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait. Literally days away. I wish I could be in New Orleans, but at the end of the day, things happen, Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section of this video. Your thoughts on WrestleMania 30 as a whole, what match you're looking forward to, all that fun stuff. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you later in the next video. I'm out. Peace.